What's up, everyone? Glad to be here. Happy Easter. Thanks for joining me as I come back a little bit late. I was having a technical story of the stream, right? Here I am in my fallout shelter. Got my bourbon. I haven't even had time to pour it yet. You see, I have a beard here as well. So that means either I am on lockdown and too lazy to shave, or it is the playoffs. And the answer is I am too lazy to shave. What's up, Spitzocratus? What's up, Dormonter? Having some bourbon tonight. Cheers. Thank you. Hope you're all doing well. Sorry I missed this last week. Let's get right into it. Took the opportunity to change up my scene a little bit. First beer since quarantine began last night. That's the greatest. What was it? How was it? Was it good? All right. So as you may have heard, I guess I should probably say for people who haven't up to date on Twitter, we did lose our season. So our season ended early. It was suspended due to computer virus related concerns. No, it was the battery. I got a bum battery. Lasted 5 months. Could have lasted 10 years. So it goes. But season was pretty much over. Most of the playoff slots were already locked. So we are going to go ahead and start it. I was able to recover where everyone's positioned first. Let's start with the Western Conference here. So we've got Utah, #1 seed in the virtual West. In real life, they were the #3 seed. And they will be facing off against the Portland Trailblazers. It is disappointing to be the greatest. Glad we recovered something, but you know what? I mean, that's 2020 for you. Future sucks. That's just how it is. So Portland Trailblazers seed. In real life, they were #6. Of course, in real life, they had Arvydas Sabonis as well. So go figure. Let's see. #4 seed is the LA Lakers. And they will be playing. They were #4 in real life as well. And they'll be playing the Sonics. So just home court switches around from what that was. Real life Sonics, one of the best teams in NBA history. They were the #1 seed, made it to the finals. Struggled a little bit in the virtual world. So #2, still Phoenix, as it shows there. In real life, they were #7. And the real life #7 is... Oh, no. Did I really press the wrong button? All right. Woo! Let's try this again. Utah, Portland. Sonics. So Phoenix, #2 there, and then they were #7 for real life, and the real life #7 is #2 in the game. Whoa. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what's going on with the captures. The chance of getting a bum battery that doesn't pass 5 months so low that it could only happen. Yeah, indeed. #3 seed is Houston. #6, Golden State. Wrong with. So Golden State didn't actually make the playoffs in real life. They were the #9 seed of this. And Houston was actually #5. So the Western Conference actually shaped up pretty much to life. Now the Eastern Conference, #1 seed in the league, the one, the only, Toronto Raptors. And then our first round opponent will be the Atlanta Hawks. That's who we're playing today, as you saw. Spoiler alert. Charlotte Hornets could not carry on without Muggsy, so they are not in the playoffs. Instead, we have Shaquille O'Neal and the Orlando Magic as our likely round 2 opponent. And they will be facing off against Indiana Pacers. Although when I was testing this out earlier and simulated through the playoffs, the Pacers actually won and they went all the way. Go figure. Maybe that'll happen. So Knicks. Wait. Yeah, well, I was number 2 seed here. That's weird. All right. Number 2 seed there, New York. And number 7 is the Washington Bullets. I hadn't really talked about real life. Real life, the Raptors, of course, nowhere near the playoffs. Hawks were number 6 seed. Orlando is the number 2 seed in real life. Indiana number 3. New York number 5. And the Bullets were a tough number 10, although they had a really hard schedule that year, according to their points scored and factors and whatnot. Even with losing Chris Webber most of the year for injury, they should have been like a low seed, like a 7 or 8 seed, like they are here. So this is one place where real life makes sense. And finally, number 3, disappointing number 3, given how well they did in real life, the Jordan comeback Chicago Bulls. And then number 6, shockingly, the Boston Celtics. We're nowhere near that good. All right, so let's get these playoffs started. Have at it. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to save. We'll use our old slot, Old Faithful. And roster should be all set. So we'll get into the game. Before we get started, just a reminder, 10% of anything I might make tonight goes to the Retina Foundation of the Southwest. They're doing great work trying to cure macular degeneration and other such diseases of the eye. Please support them. You can find a direct support link in my Twitch profile or in the YouTube description. So let's play this game. Oh, that's right. Brand new and NG43, that's me. The U, or is the screen really compressed? I don't know. I didn't think it was. How does my camera look? Cheers. Starting lineup for the Atlanta Hawks: Mookie Blaylock, Steve Smith, Stacey Augmon, Grant Long, and Christian Laettner. And for us, we're going to start Eric Murdoch. This is the lineup that did the best against the Hawks in the regular season. Hubert Davis, Tracy Murray. Now's the time to apply all dip. It was fine, but the viewing box for the game itself is narrow. Popeye Jones and Oliver Miller. I don't know. I mean, it looks okay on my end. Oh, Layton with the foul. All right, well, that works. We'll remind everyone to play defense. This is the playoffs after all. This is where all of our data collection earlier in the season pay off. So, auto substitution. No, that would have been a huge problem. No offensive switch. We'll do play notify. No coach mode. Oh, my plays are gone probably too. Oh well, we won't worry about that. It's too late for that now. All right. Oh, they're double teaming already. They've done their homework. Murray in traffic. No. Not get it to fall. Hawks kick it back up. Blaylock wide open. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We take no chances in the playoffs. Okay, let's see here. Fine, that's a better lineup. That's what we'll do. You know what else I think is a problem? I think the game volume might be a little bit too high. Try to turn that down a little bit. I can't even hear myself think. I probably shouldn't have messed with the scene. The plus side, looking for silver linings in all of this, it did give me the opportunity to go through and the 12 teams that were in the playoffs. We have forgotten how to play. We took a week off for Easter, and now it's just not right. Anyway, I did take the opportunity to go back and add in the players on teams that didn't quite make it because I needed created players for the teams that weren't in the playoffs necessarily. The rosters are somewhat more accurate than they would have been had the battery not died. So that's something. It's not great, but that's what I got. Let's see, Bogues, Resper, Murray, Pinckney, right. Does it sound better now? It's certainly better on my end. There it is. Coming out of the gate swinging with this lineup. I can barely hear the game now, so that's too low. I overshot it. On your end, the audio wasn't the problem. I assure you, it was altogether too loud here. Ugh. They're just getting them to fall. There we go. How about that? Not as loud as it was. Is that a little better? All right. Oh, come on. You had a first in NFL 2K5 today. 15 years. You're still having firsts. Oh, man. Ooh! Wow. A great putback. Computer scored a touchdown on you in the last play of the game off a Hail Mary pass. Wow. That's exciting. You still win? 48-7. They got to put you in the Hall of Fame by now. Look at the suffocating defense. Forcing a really bad shot. There you go, Resper. You can shoot that. No, you can't shoot that? Alright. My mistake. Thought you could shoot that. Oh. I have forgotten how to run a fast break with player lock on. That much is true. There you go, Muggsy. You take that in. You take it in, Muggsy. There it is. Yes! That bucket purchased for us by Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for being here tonight. Celebrate our first playoff game. We're back in business. There we go. Oh, no slowdown. That must be a setting. I thought I had turned slow motion dunks back on, but I must not have. I wonder if you can do that from the pause menu, or if you have to do it from the main screen. Oh, here, set options. Yep, slow motion dunk should be on. That's why. So it wasn't slowdown. That was a feature, not a bug. Oh, come on. You thought it was a frame rate issue. Nope, that was just a in-game highlight reel. Pinckney with the block. You know, that was probably our problem with the first lineup, is that there was no Ed Pinckney there. The heart and soul of these Toronto Raptors. Happy to see Pinckney again. You missed him? Murray is 7 for 8 from beyond the arc with this lineup. Nope. 7 for 9. Seems like every time they show that graphic, I miss that. Might be a thing, I suppose. There it is. 1% from 3. There, Muggsy. Nope. All right, looking forward to it. Ugh. Wonder if Murray's running out of gas. That is a thing that happens to T. Murray. Nope. Next dead ball, put it in an Ellis lineup. In the meantime, I'll refrain from turboing. Maybe at the end of the quarter. Let these guys finish it out. We did find from our very scientific analysis that it does actually make a difference. Lineups do get tired. And the field goal percentage does go down a little bit. Not necessarily enough to cost you the game or the lead, which is why I'd never noticed it before. But one of the experiments we ran during the season, we tried running the same lineup for the entire game. Didn't quite fall. There we go. Oh no. $30-19. That's pretty consistent. The Hawks have given us more trouble. 37% from the field. They're still somewhat relatively competitive. But the Hawks have given us more trouble than teams that on paper have been better this year. So there's something about the way they're set up. Challenge for us. Let's see if that lineup worked. Next, we'll try. Gotta find something with Ellis. Give Murray a break. There we go. So we'll put Murdoch back in. Resper can stay. Dale Ellis. Of course, I'd be matched up with the Hawks. I kind of like it though. It's nice to, not have blowouts every night. Keep things a little interesting. I guess it's still a blowout. Sorry, I missed you off. You did figure out that you played the game for about 5 years before you started recording stats. That was interesting. So literally prehistoric. There you go. And right. All right. So I know everybody's been finding things to keep busy in the quarantine world. Of course, part of what's been keeping me busy was trying to get the whole cartridge death situation sorted out. Getting the lineups back in shape was took a very long time. I'd forgotten how long it was because it wasn't just. I actually went through the expansion draft YouTube video and just made the changes live, but then I still had to do all the little things that I did during the season that I had to recreate, and it took a while. But with my kids, one of the things I have been doing, I haven't had an NBA League Pass. I've been my own NBA League Pass, I suppose, this year. But with the lockdown, they have a free trial of League Pass, and so 2 of my daughters have gotten really interested in basketball. Ooh, Tehran, very nice. They've gotten interested in basketball, and specifically in the Raptors, because I've been doing this. So I got the free trial of League Pass, and we've actually been watching through the Raptors game, their TV time. Nice. It's a good thing I kept detailed notes. In keeping with the things falling apart at the end of the season, I mentioned this on the air at the time, but I didn't think I'd need it. My 2-year-old, I'd left my laptop open because it was uploading to YouTube, and I'd went to bed. And she went down and was banging on the keyboard and actually managed to erase one of my Evernote files that had all of the season beginning roster notes in it. But I thought, well, I'm already partway through the season. Yeah, isn't it? So I couldn't use my notes to do the rosters at all. That's why I had to watch the YouTube video and recreate it in real time the way that I did it. And the rest of it I just pulled from Basketball Reference. Transact. However, speaking of incredible, Dale Ellis has just been on a complete tear this quarter. I think that's what, a 17-2 run? But yeah, what are the odds that... You tell me, Dr. Investor Dortmunder, what are the odds? Stacey Augmon is dunking on us all over the place. Ooh. That's not a good sign. Odds, where we're going, we don't need odds. It's a great point. One I hadn't considered. It's good. Sean Brooks gets the defensive whistle. Oh, man. They're just in our passing lane. This lineup did so well earlier, but they seem to be starting to lose it. Whoa, no, Pinckney, no. Actually, that might be Popeye Jones. I can't tell. They were the same number, which is unfortunate. Which also happened in real life. Both of them were Raptors in 1996, but not at the same time. There you go. Jones with the steal. Short jumper. It's his own rebound. No. Oh no. Ah. I have forgotten how to play basketball. It's true. Sometimes when the AI's there, I just stay back on defense. I trust my teammates. But after that display, maybe I shouldn't. All right. Hot take. Spit's the greatest. Back to the Future is better than any of the original 3 Star Wars. I can get behind that. I wouldn't say it's more important for anything, but as far as being like a better film, I can support that. Great assist. Which that reminds me, the other thing I've been doing to cope in my downtime is playing a lot of video game pinball, since real life pinball is clearly not an option for me. So I checked out Pinball FX3. I own quite a few of the tables on FX2, and I actually like FX2 better, which we can go back to in a little bit. But that Back to the Future on FX3, one of the tables Back to the Future is what reminded me. Great defense by Murdoch there. Terrible defense by me. I'm hitting the threes, but my guys are really keeping the lid on Atlanta's scoring on the other end. Okay, the Back to the Future table was fine. Although they had to deal with Universal Studios, so I put a few of their movies. The thing that disappointed me the most with the FX3 Universal tables is that they didn't license any of the music, which for Back to the Future wasn't that big of a deal to me. But they had a Jurassic Park table, and they had like Uncanny Valley, not John Williams music. Oof. This wasn't right. Right. They also had a Jaws table with no Jaws music, which also struck me as odd. So you get all these movies with these iconic John Williams scores, like some of the most iconic movie scores of all time. Even Back to the Future. Ugh. Good thing it's almost halftime. These guys need to sit down. Well, that was pretty. Home crowd not happy about that. Power of Love is Huey Lewis in the news. I was talking about the score. And Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder agrees on the Back to the Future thing. So there you have it. Not so hot, at least not on this channel. Room. Plastic Man. Rusper. Great shot in the paint. Hot take, Rogue One is better than any of the new trilogy. Dude, I don't think that's even lukewarm. That's not even a tepid take. That takes straight out of the freezer. Objectively true. Yeah. I don't actually know if I know anybody who doesn't feel that way, personally. I've seen some people on the internet who really like The Last Jedi. We go 6-6-44. Dale Ellis, 32 points in the second quarter. Incredible performance, as we've gotten used to. Been spoiled by him. Those numbers are about what you'd expect. What team started out as the Dallas Chaparral, the ABA? Was it perhaps Tim Troy, humanitarian and philanthropist? Spitz the Great, Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder? One of them? No, it's the San Antonio Spurs. And 10% of anything we make tonight goes to the Retina Foundation of the Southwest. They are envisioning a world without goggles, trying to cure blindness in the very old and very young. Check them out. Help them out. Good stuff. Spitz the Greatest, more hot takes. Solo isn't terrible and is better than Back to the Future 3. I did not see Solo, so I will abstain from that particular take. I do not have a take about that take. All right, Bogues. Rashford stays. Murray comes back. Man, these new settings do not like it when I switch windows. I'm gonna have to start writing stuff down again. Jones, and what is this fast forward? Rashford, Murray, Pinky, and right. Or is it pulled up on my phone or something? I don't know. I apologize. It's not a good experience. Let's see, Dortmunder with another possibly hot take. Back to the Future 3 gets a bum rap. Spitzer Greatest said Back to the Future 3 is not bad. I agree. I actually didn't know that people hated Back to the Future 3 when I first saw them, and I liked it well enough, and I don't even like Westerns. And I was really surprised to find that people hated it so much. I mean, there's certainly some cheesy moments, but no more so than in, say, Last Crusade, which does not get nearly the level of hate. All right, let's reset. All right, yeah, Sharon Wright, stand at the three-point line. That makes a ton of sense. Restaurant for 3. Oh. He's not getting them to fall tonight. Formula is a bit stale by then. It drags in the middle, but it's not awful. It's a competent movie that's fun. There you go. But I mean, in a way, the Back to the Future movies are kind of hangout movies in a sense, I think. Like, it's just sort of fun to see them play with different things. I actually think, so this might be a hot take, Back to the Future 2 might be my least favorite. And some of that is just that, their 2015 ended up being too close to my 2015 for comfort. But, I don't know, it just has this, like, ugliness in it that you don't really get in the other two movies. Like, I did kind of like that they deconstructed the whole, like, wholesome 1950s myth in the first one. I thought that was pretty deftly handled, and I thought it was kind of fun to go back and visit the Old West as a time frame. But, like, I didn't have fun in 2015. It was just, like, unnerving, which, I mean, I understand was the point, but like, I don't watch Back to the Future movies for darkness. Like, I watch something that's genuinely thought-provoking if I want something. So there you go. As long as we're having hot takes. like dark movie example. So I needed something to get up to free shipping on my Target order. So I decided to finally order the UHD of Boys in the Hood. Terrific film. The long take in there right after the tragic thing happens is still, I think, one of the most haunting moments in cinema. John Singleton was a great, incredible talent. Back to the Future thing. Well, sure. I mean, Biff was modeled after Trump. That's it. There you go, Rex. We're finally getting to the ball. You're still waiting on that Saturn HDMI cord you ordered a month ago. I can't say as I'm shocked. Things are coming in all over the place. I'm actually pleasantly surprised when I order something and it shows up on time. There you go, Muggsy. Muggsy Bogues with the rebound. Get by him, Muggs. You haven't noticed any ugly air balls yet? Atlanta had one. Oh, don't take a three, Muggsy. No. I thought you were going to notice an ugly air ball there. Yeah, Atlanta had one air ball early on, but, you know, it's Atlanta. And Murray's running out of gas. Fundamentals. That one's for you, Spitz the Greatest. Patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. Thank you for your support. There you go, Muggsy. And then, 2 in a row, Tim Troy, humanitarian philanthropist. Patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. Thank you for your support. Nope. Ha. Nice. Let's see how everybody's doing. Yeah, they're pretty tired. Alright. So with Murdoch, Respert can stay. Ellis. Jones. And right. Murdoch, Respert, Ellis, Jones, right. Alright. Kim Jong-un in grave danger after surgery. And foul's called on him. That's not a good thing. There we go. Murdoch taking it in. Murdoch having a terrific game tonight on the defensive end. He's been struggling a bit since the trade deadline, having been our clearly dominant point guard before then, and just been middle of the pack since. But tonight he's been a huge asset on the floor. Unlike this sound crackling. Better spoof movie, Airplane or Hot Shots? Airplane, 100%. Not even close. I mean, I like Hot Shots, but it's no Airplane. Let's take that all the way. Wow. Ooh, Airplane 2 or Hot Shots Part 2? I would actually go Hot Shots Part 2 at that point. Oh, man. There it is. I should have saved your buckets, Fitz the Greatest. Airplane 2 gets too much hate. Yeah, it's not a bad movie. It's fun. It's just not as good. It's especially, I think the biggest problem with Airplane 2 is that it just suffers by comparison. Like, my wife actually somehow had seen Airplane 2, but not the first one, and had said it was one of her favorite comedies until she saw the first. I think Airplane just sets the bar so high. Airplane 2 possibly have gotten there. Well, that was an uglier possession than it was supposed to be, but 2 points is 2 points. They're not even playing defense anymore. Woo! Got it. Cheers. 113 to 68. Looks like we're going to blow them out after all. San Antonio Spurs. There we go. 5-time NBA champions. 0-time NBA champions at the time this game was released. Now, whatever, we'll leave it. What I think about Airplane is that it's a spoof and no one remembers the original movie anymore. That's how good of a spoof it is. Yeah. You know, it's something I've been meaning to watch. I actually had wanted to get it out of the library before, libraries stopped being open. Was Police Squad. Have you ever seen that? Yes, I guess it was the TV show that the Naked Gun movies ended up being loosely based on, expanded upon, but it was like a parody of a police procedural. Yeah, I just wanted to narrate in case other people aren't. I'd watched a little bit of the pilot on YouTube, and it was really, really, really funny. It was the same kind of like Airplane, like super deadpan humor. Like if you weren't watching what was on the screen and just listening to it, you might not even know that it was a parody and stuff. And I'm a sucker for that really, really dry. Sharon Wright. Great feed. Raptors up 50. Now, how did Ellis get to be on fire from that? Was it the assist? Have I really thrown that few assists that I'm just learning now, 75 games into this, that contributes to your fire? Maybe I have. By the way, the library has the complete police squad, and maybe I'll be able to borrow it again someday. Should put my hold on now so that maybe I'll get it by 2022. No, nothing important. You did miss some great fundamentals, though. Dortmunder's a busy man. I imagine he's probably in his command center, watching 16 Twitch streams at once. I'm honored to be included among them. There you go, Pinckney. Oh, you're gonna rob him of his moment? Ugh. These Hawks, I tell you what. Great look. Everyone's a big chatter. You know, that's all right, Dortmunder. I'm just glad you're here. How are you holding up? Quarantine treating you okay? Oh no! Elo! Oh, you're furloughed? I'm sorry. Taking a lot of online classes. Well, that's good. Maybe. I hope. Good. There it is. Haven't been streaming recently, but does feel like the time to get back on. You should do it. Just don't use a SNES, or if you do, make sure you test your battery with a multimeter. Don't just pop it in there and assume that if it works the first time, it'll be good for the season. Ask me how I know. And there have been a lot of good things about this stream from me. It's been like kind of a voyage of self-discovery in some ways. Like it's really helped me understand my relationship with video games a little bit better as a hobby. And or maybe it has. But one of the things that I had been doing prior to this is I'd kind of, at least I hit the backboard. You know what? That's true. That's a good like 2020 thing right there. At least I hit the backboard. The goalposts keep moving. I've been kind of romanticizing part-based systems because you know there's no moving parts. You know you don't have like the red ring of death or the yellow line of death like we had with the 360 and the PS3. You don't have disk drives dying. You don't have to be connected to the internet. You know you've got a physical cartridge. Something that lasts forever. And then I've had more problems with this thing. Like it wasn't just the battery. Trying to get the Super Game Boy to work for the April Fool's Day stream was a challenge. Trying to get the arcade stick. I mean, I've got 2 of those arcade sticks now, and both of them are at least some degree of finicky. The one is basically unusable, and the other one has some quirks to it. So it's definitely helped me with my nostalgia goggles, as it were. Oh no. There we go, Murdoch. Good positioning. Nicely done. Yo, hit the backboard again. Ooh. They're starting to come back. 3-0 run. I'm not even sure they needed to goaltend that. I'm not even sure that would have gone in the basket. Oh. Are you holding for last shot? Timeout. Got him. Might as well use him. That wouldn't have been my first choice for an inbound. But my kingdom is direct passing. There you have it. We remembered how to play basketball. Remembered how to drink bourbon. Double for Ellis. Good game. Thank you, Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder. Thanks for being here. So we check out my player. Great shooting percentage all around. Not as great 3-point percentage. Of course, we didn't have any free throws. I don't know why I'm checking. All of Ellis's rebounds were defensive. There we go. And for the Hawks, Mookie led them. No surprise there. Point guards continue to lead the AI. And no free throws at all that game. Go figure. Need some sliders. Foul frequency. Very poor defensive effort on their part. A quick look at the shot summary. Break it down by quarter, see if there's a significant difference. Really turned it on in the fourth. It's funny, it didn't feel like that as I was playing. So Popeye Jones. Murray pretty spread out. Some of those guys didn't play. Go back to my total shot map. All right. So Bogues 2 for 3. I'll work through the rest of these. All threes are in the paint, nothing in the middle. Hey, that's the future, man. That's what I bring to the table. All right, 2 for 2. Although that doesn't seem right to me. It seems like I had a few mid-range ones in there. But yeah, you're right. I mean, this is ideal. This is what we shoot for. That's how we win these games. All right, so we will save. I don't like that it still says game 1. There we go. Take a quick look here. So it looks like things are as expected. Chicago losing their first game to Boston. It's just super ahistorical there. I don't understand. And the West is already several games ahead of us. Chicago is going down. That's just as well. We've destroyed them so many times in the season. I'd rather play New York. So over here, it looks like Portland and Seattle, the two teams that have beaten us, are both still alive, 1-1 in their respective seasons. And then Golden State. I did think it would be kind of fun to have a Golden State Toronto finals just like in 99, yeah, in 2019. But doesn't look like it's gonna send Jordan back into retirement. Yeah, you're not kidding. There you go. Do a quick look at the playoff leaders here. Points per game. Dale Ellis, 82 points per game. Minutes, we are not ever going to have anybody on that chart. Field goal percentage is dominated by Raptors. Raptors all the way down. Free throw percentage would be us. 3-point percentage, pretty well. Look at those attempt numbers. Popeye Jones on the offensive rebounding boards. And Ellis up there for defensive. Well, it's too bad they don't do it per game. The Western Conference played more games than we have. Eric Murdoch, Sean Respert, Ed Pinkney all on the blocks leaderboard. Murdoch, Popeye Jones up there for steals. Scottie Pippen continues to dominate. He did in the regular season. And I saw the POR. I thought it was TOR for a second. Got excited. Might actually be on the assist leaderboard. Alas, not to be. Maybe I'll save again, just because I don't trust that. Yeah, that's weird. All right, I'll have to remember to do that. Anyway, as you can see, tomorrow night we have the Atlanta Hawks yet again as we try to extend our season lead. And hopefully it'll be 3 and done, and then we'll move on to the second round next week. Thanks so much for watching. I'm the Stellar Chicago Sports, and well, have a great evening.